tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rivers on first down. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Yeah, Rocky.
First down, Rivers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 53 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
They go with a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Virgil Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Corey Legion able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
65. Hey, go. 12. I got this.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, they're back to where they started, 3rd and 10.
Wait. Like 80. 11. 6.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he'll escape to it, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 7. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Red. Hey, left. 12.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Orange.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Man open left side, it's Williams. Williams loses the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
12. Shoot.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. Third down here.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Hey, Delta! Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it! All right, 4. Keep it skinny.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, what a move. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Garoppolo. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 180!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is Breida. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Corey Legent in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, left. Cluster right.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling?
And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Set! 380! Buffalo wall! Shift! One now a little bit!
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
21. 6.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Left. Lost the right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
0.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
12.
Rivers now on 2nd down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 47 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
2nd down, Rivers. Buying time to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Eric Armstead with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. And his kick is right there. It's good, And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Corey Legion in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
12.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And able to find Garcon.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
11. Go ahead.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Breida. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Now he's flushed out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
12. I got you.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And he'll bang that one through. Gold now out to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
White! Keep it skinny! Hey, left! Hey, hot!
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's go! Hey, go orange. Orange. Keep it skinny. White.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he's into the clear. 30. For the former Washington Husky, Dante Pettis, touchdown number 1 in his career, as they are able to cut into that lead.
Well, partner, anytime you see a big-time kickoff return, especially one that ends up in the end zone for a touchdown, that's probably the most exciting 10 seconds in the great game of football.
I think it was our friend Ed Brady that told us that one day. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Hey, Delta!
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Escaping the pressure right. Gets it to Strong. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Rivers. He's got the completion to Strong. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
On 4. Set, hey, go orange, 5-4. Check 3. Stay hot. Check. Buffalo wall.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Alpha! Hey, go orange. Orange.
To throw on 2nd down. Rivers eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
White.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. Throw left side, complete to Ross. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Rivers now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Red Delta! White.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey! Alpha! White!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
White! 12! 11!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run with Breida. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
11! 13! White! 6!
Garoppolo now. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Corey Legion in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Now
Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play. Garoppolo to Garcon. 48 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Get set. 21, 21.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson.
Hurry up. 2, 2, 2. Get hot. 2, 2, 2. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Here we go, check it look. Check the call. Go ahead, go ahead. 2.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now it's Breida. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a handoff looking right. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
0. Hey, Rocket.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Broken tackle. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Rocket.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
One now a little bit. Ready? Hey, Delta! 0.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but, you know, the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that takes us from second to third down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 7. Keep it skinny. White.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Allen, the intended receiver. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
11. Go ahead. Flag. 11.
Garoppolo. And his throw here is incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
21. 11.
Garoppolo. Gotta have this one. Flush to his right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. They are, by the way, into the fourth quarter now in Oakland. The Raiders have moved back in front in that game. That has been back and forth all afternoon. A win would be their second on the young season. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey. Four down. Yeah, Rocky. Hey, left.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Donnie Jones now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Back to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
And there it is, Brandon, taking a knee. They get their first win of the season. They're now 1-3. And I remember when a 1-3 start meant you didn't even talk about going to the playoffs. Nowadays in the NFL, you still got a shot.
Yeah, and a big difference between 1-3 and 0-4.
I think they're going to practice really well next week, riding this momentum of this win.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the home team here, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.